with different lighting today. Might not look very different, but it is different. Bear with me 1 second though, I'll be right back. Okay, so I had to, I made like an Instagram video, and I need to set it live. I don't know if setting Instagram videos is going to help at all. I still don't understand how Instagram works when it comes to like reels and stuff. I assume it's just not reaching anybody. I've got it so it's everybody can see it. Also, I need to remember, I keep looking at the wrong. I keep looking at my face all blemished. I got all blemishes today. Yeah, I'm not very well. I've also got some new lighting. Look, if I see these things here, look. So I got some these little lights. I got 2 of them up here, but I've done one that's too. Basically, they're stuck to these magnet things on the ceiling. I've got 2 of them. I've got one pointing back here as well, right here. You can change the sort of tone or the warmth of the light depending on what you're looking for. I'm obviously looking for. Problem is though, they're at an angle. I would like them to be top down, like straight down like this, but I have to put them at an angle because the way they are, they're on like, so see this thing here, they're on like a ball, but the ball's on the ceiling, so it's like a flat, so it tilts to a certain amount, but not like, I think I've got a thing here, but I put it too close. It needs to be further back, and I cannot for the life of me remove it. It will not come off. It's basically stuck on by this sticky thing, and I cannot get it off. I've tried, but I can't get it off because there's another sticky thing right here, and that would be better. But yeah, I've done it too close, so the light is not. I can't get it because it's at an angle. It's not getting all of where I want it to be. I mean, I could tilt it so it's back. Oh, I turned it off. But can you even tell the difference? But do that. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, it'll have to do though. But yeah, let me just get situated here. Yeah, I'm not very well, so we'll see how this goes. I'm going to try and do at least 30 minutes if I can. It just depends how I feel. I said yesterday that I felt that I was coming down with something, and then last night I started to get this, that just sort of ill feeling. So yeah, I knew something was coming. I don't feel like incredibly sick. I just feel like a bit bleh. Yeah, I got those lights, and I also got another holder thing now. So now when it comes to setting this up, I can just put the phone right there. I don't have to worry about grabbing the other one that was in the other room and having to set that up every single time. One thing I haven't done today, I haven't drank enough water. I have eaten though. I've had 2 meals today. I got these new meals. I'll talk about it. got these new meals. It was I don't know, it was ham, potato, leek, so like ham and leek, potato, chicken thing. It's got like 50 odd grams of protein in it, really low fat, and the calories are like, it was 74, or was it 78? I think it was 78 calories per 100 grams, and it was 550 grams, so about 500 calories, 50 grams, 50 odd grams of protein. Actually, I think it was more than that. So, pretty good meal, and they taste really good as well, so need to make sure I get those again. But I had 2 of those, which is fine. Actually, no, it wasn't even, no wait, it wasn't, how many calories was it? It was 78 times 5. I don't know. Well, just say I had 2 meals, they're 550 grams each. So, 550 grams each. So that's 1100 grams. So then you just do 78 times 11. So 780, 800, just say, I don't know, so 800 and, actually no, it was 74 grams, it was 74 grams, yeah. So 740, 8, just say 850, just for the sake of it. 850 calories for 2 meals. Now it's just coming up for 3:55, 5 minutes to 4. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Got my fan on, which I've just noticed isn't really pointing at me very well. It's kind of pointing back here. Yeah, if in hindsight, so I can only put these lights at an angle, just because the way they are. In hindsight, I would have put this one here, further back, and this one further back that way. But it does light up the corner a little bit better than what it was before. It doesn't look like I'm in like a extremely dingy corner now. But what I have noticed, it does make the wall over there look extremely dirty. So, also found this vest top out that I haven't worn in a while. I don't really like it because it goes over the arms like that. It just doesn't feel right. I like the ones that go like that. So yeah. But yeah, I had something to eat twice today, and then I've also had an energy drink just before I set this up. So but yeah, I managed to get these, well, same day delivery. So I got the lights, I got the arm, same day delivery, came about an hour or so ago. So that was good. Oh yeah. But yeah, I prefer vest tops that don't go over the arm, just because I find it irritating, especially when I'm walking like this. So it looks a bit weird, but I'm gonna like roll it up as much as I can. I'm not trying to like show off anything. I don't really have anything to show off, but maybe, I don't know. I don't care, but it's always good to see. I think I've got much definition right now, but remember, I'm still over 300 pounds, so it's all hidden under there. No. My arms are definitely more defined than they used to be, but with being so overweight still, it's difficult to see. I did my, so after I did my live stream yesterday on the treadmill, I took about a 2-hour break, had something to eat, got my pre-workout in, and I really didn't fancy doing my weights. Well, I wanted to do them, but I didn't feel like doing them. I think I was starting to feel like a bit ill, and but I took the pre-workout, did my workout, really good as well, about an hour. And then I also did another 10 minutes on the treadmill, because I do like 5 or 10 minutes warm-up, regardless whether I've done the 60 minutes or not. But I'm going to see how this goes. My chest is feeling a bit but we'll see. The legs are feeling good. Nothing's changed. I'm still on the same incline, same speed. I was contemplating maybe putting the incline down, but I'm like, well, what's the point in that? There's no, well, just because I'm feeling a little bit ill, I was thinking about putting it down. But I was like, no, what's the point in that? If that's the case, I might just not do it. So, well, no, maybe it's a little bit drastic, but yeah. But yeah, you normally tell I'm sick. I do normally have bad skin anyway, but I start getting like more blemishes around my face here and the spots. So, and I'm 34, I'm 35 this year, and I still get spots. I know it's not acne, but yeah, you can normally tell. I've had bad skin my whole life. I've got like, I've had eczema, I've had ringworm. Now ringworm sounds like worms, but no, it's normally I got it on this part of the crease of my arm here when I was a kid. It was just a circle, like I think of an onion ring of dry skin. Not even full, it was just an outline. And I don't know what it was. It always used to happen in the winter. It was called ringworm. But yeah, eczema. I get really dry skin here, so it's horrible when like there's like dandruff and stuff like that. If you see my video, my 1 year video, you can see on my back that I've got like dry, almost like on like the shoulder blades is all dry. But that's probably to do with just being, you know, abusing myself physically, but my body, what, you know, for a couple of years. It's probably it's gonna take a while. It's not gonna be all back to normal, you know, or whatever normal is in a year, you know. But yeah, I'll try and get to the hour, but I don't know. My chest is feeling a little bit whatever that means. A little bit but what I might actually do, these lights are really good. Basically you pull them off as I showed, and then you just charge them via USB. So, and they're on offer as well. They're reduced by like 30% odd. They're meant to be like 30 odd pound, I think, but they cost like 20 something pound for 2 of them. So I think I'm getting another packet of them, and that means what I can do is, I don't know, because I cannot get that off. It says what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to use this like sticky patch. It says you're supposed to apply it to the wall or whatever, and then you're supposed to leave it for 24 hours, and then you can attach stuff to it. But no, that thing is not coming off. So yeah, maybe I could try and get something underneath it to yank it off, because I would like to put this one further back. I should have took my time with it, but like an idiot I didn't. So oh yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be a tough one today, I think. I'm gonna try though. I don't know what to talk about. I don't know why. Well, the reason I'm doing this live stream today is, one, I want to test these lights out. Well, that's it, yeah. I want to test the lights out to see what it looked like. I wouldn't have live streamed otherwise, because like I said yesterday, I don't want it. I'm not going to be live streaming every day doing this. Just because, and when there's nobody here, I'm just like struggling to know what to talk about. I said, and that's what I'm saying. I'm even repeating that. I said I talked about all this yesterday. So me not knowing what to talk about is giving me something to talk about, because I keep saying I don't know what to talk about. Yeah. I do have shorts on today though. Got shorts, my trainers. So, but yeah, last couple of days I've been doing I've been doing my cardio with tracky bottoms on, and I don't know, same with this top. Like I say, I don't like, I would have worn a t-shirt, but it just irritates the arms. So I kind of like the freedom when I'm walking. But yeah, walking in tracky bottoms is not comfortable. It's not so much comfortable, you just get dead sweaty, you know. So, but jeez. Yeah, my lungs are like, I don't have COVID or something like that. I know people, oh, you got COVID. No, I've not been out to get COVID, so I remember last time I went out. Well, it's like my little lad, he came over at the start of the week, or was it the end of last week, and he was coughing and constantly sneezing and everything like that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna catch that. The last time I was ill, it was because of it, not because of, you know what I mean, like he came over with a cold, and I spoke about yesterday when I was last pretty much ill in June of last year, when it knocked me out for like 2 weeks. So I'm hoping it's not going to be that bad again, because that time it was like, oh, I was saying yesterday, you know, I was like, oh, you know, after about a week I started feeling better, and then all of a sudden it's like, nope, no you're not. So, but yeah, I was looking at, so I mentioned yesterday, but those panels for these panels here, I was looking at those again last night, but they're just too expensive. I can't justify spending the money on them. Like I say, I got these ones when they were on offer a few months ago, so maybe when they're on offer again I can get some, but it's just too expensive and I can't justify it. Things like buying these lights are going to help if I'm going to do this, because it lights up and I'm not, you know, I'm not in the in the dark, in a dingy corner. So oh, yeah, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Water's nice and cold. It's not tap water. Well, I guess technically it is tap water, but I got one of those Brita filter tanks. Well, saying that, I've got the tank, but I'm not using the actual Brita filters, because you can get Amazon's ones, which are probably basically just the same thing for pretty much half the price. So I use those, just these little pods, these big like, chunky things you stick in. You pour the water in. If you're familiar with water filters, you know, water goes through. I can't drink tap water anymore. I mean, if I had to drink tap water, then yeah, I would, obviously. But oh man, my lungs are lungs are feeling it. But yeah, I made an Instagram video, made it on my computer. I was like, well, I might as well put it on there, and I just set it live there before I started. It's just I want to be a bit more proactive, and obviously doing this stuff, I would be lying if I would say I didn't want people to watch, or else I wouldn't do it. So I think broadening your, you know, where you put your thing, not put your, where you put your hands, basically. Okay, I'm doing YouTube, okay, but there's only so much YouTube's going to reach. So obviously if you do Instagram, I think obviously TikTok, like I said yesterday, I haven't been on TikTok before, but I just created an account. I was like, okay, this is kind of like Instagram Reels, so I didn't bother using it again. But yeah, so I just created the Instagram a while back, but I just don't know, obviously it has to, you put your hashtags and all that to try and reach an audience. But oh, I've just let one go. Luckily it wasn't a loud one. But if you got to fart, you got to fart, you know. I could have let it rip. If one had said anything, well, I said no one would be none the wiser, not here anyway, but if there was people, no one would be none the wiser. It's like if you look at streamers, I watch a lot of my media that I watch is streamers, like gaming stuff. I always wonder like how many times a stream they just fart, you know. I mean, some of them just let it rip, but I guess I think about like female streamers and stuff, probably wouldn't, most of them I imagine, wouldn't be ones to just let one rip, you know. So I always wonder, like, oh, how many times a streamer's farted in this 4-hour stream? But yeah, chest is feeling it, my head's feeling it, my legs are fine now, my legs are powering away right now, but the rest of me is letting the legs down, unfortunately. My head's feeling a little bit woozy. Now, I don't like just doing 30 minutes because I'm so ingrained in doing that hour at a time, and then if I feel like it later on in the day, I do a bit extra just to make up to like 8 or 10,000 steps depending on where I am. But the old lungs are feeling a little struggling. My legs are fine, but the rest of me's lagging behind. I'll see how I feel once I get to 30 minutes. I'll see if I can carry on, but it's very rare that I never stop at 30 minutes. I must say I never have, obviously, because I didn't always walk for an hour on the treadmill. But when I got into a consistent routine of walking for 60 minutes on the treadmill 5 to 6 times a week, it's been maybe a handful of times where I haven't been able to get to that 60-minute mark in the one go. Now, there has been times where I've stopped and then like an hour later I've jumped on and done the other 30 minutes, which is completely fine as well. But I don't like doing it like that. So yeah, so I've only been going for 17 minutes, but it feels like a hell of a lot longer, unfortunately. So I'll see how I feel once I get to 30 minutes, but it may be looking like it's to be a 30-minute today, which will be disappointing because I've done cardio every day this week. I've done at least an hour. On 2 occasions I've done an hour and a half. On the other 2 occasions I've done an hour and 20 minutes in total, roughly. So to kind of go, oh well, you only done 30 minutes today, then it's like, well, the other time I did extra, it just balances it out. That's the way I think, but I don't think I should think like that. So I did weigh myself this morning. My weight the other day said it had gone up. Was it yesterday? So last time I weighed myself I was 322, and then I weighed myself, I was 321, I think. Is that right? And then it went down to 319, and then went back up to yesterday, was over 322. I was like, what the hell's going on? And then today it was bang on 320. So it's floating around. Now it's probably because, when was it? When I weighed myself yesterday, I had like no sleep. Was it yesterday? Whatever day it was. I weighed myself after having like 2 hours sleep or something like that. So that's probably the best time to do it. But I gotta stop doing that. I need to, some people say you should weigh yourself every day. So 7 days a week. And then what you do is you look for the median number. So you look for the number that's the middle number out of all those readings, and that's, you know, one of your, probably a more accurate way of reading your weight. Because as I said before, you know, your weight can fluctuate from day to day. You can go to bed and then wake up in the morning, you've lost 5 pounds. Just the way the body is. You know, digesting your food, water, having your rest and all that. So it's just the way it happens. It works. So, but it's fine. I'm not worrying about it. I'm still doing what I'm doing. So I've made up for that week or so where between Christmas and New Year where I was just sort of like, I'm not gonna do anything. Kind of drank a little bit too much. Didn't eat too much, but I didn't go off the rails and eat. I mean, I had a Christmas dinner, but on Christmas Day I was on the treadmill. But no, it was from Boxing Day to probably a full-sided week, like I say yesterday, where I was just like, it's fine. And I didn't go on the treadmill or anything, but I didn't put any weight on, so I did probably drink alcohol a little bit too often, but it's not as if I was binge eating or anything like that. I probably may have had a little bit more, just because when you drink, with me anyway, you get the munchies, so I may have put like an extra my protein, but I've got no food in the house that's like junk food. I don't have things like, well, actually I'm telling a lie. I've got a box of Cadbury's cream eggs, but it's not mine, and I haven't touched any of them. I don't think I've touched high sugary products because I get like the jitters. But yeah, they're not mine. I bought them for my son, so there's a big test, and I haven't touched them. So, but yeah, I've got no junk food, so I don't have crisps. The only chocolate bar I have is a protein bar that's got chocolate on it, and I've got a protein drink that's Maltesers. But as for like junk food, crisps, junk like meals, nothing like that. So even if I do have a drink and get the munchies and stick in an extra my protein meal, it's not as bad, but still, you've got all the wasted calories in the beer, you know. So you got to take that into consideration. But yeah, over that week I didn't put any weight on. It just stayed exactly the same, so that was fine. But obviously the more things as well, the more active you are, the better you can, like, your metabolism gets. So my metabolism is going to be much better than it used to be, you know, months ago. So even if I do have a period, I'm not saying I'm going to do that a lot, but for example at Christmas and New Year, I had a period where I didn't do any exercise at all, besides just general day-to-day stuff, you know. I didn't put any weight on, but obviously if I did that a prolonged period, it would be a different story, of course. But yeah, I did actually. When was it? Not yesterday. The night before last. I was watching some stuff on Prime Video, and I had six cans of beer in the fridge. And I was like, you know what? I was gonna have these. That was fine. I had them all. But to be honest with you, if I have a drink, I'm kind of a bit of a binge drinker. So I'll drink a fair amount, and then the next day I'm like, oh, never again. Like everybody else, everybody does that. But I don't drink all the time. I couldn't. The last thing I want to do, if I've had a drink on a night, the next day, the last thing I want to do is drink alcohol. The first thing I want to do is drink this. So I'm so used to drinking at least one full of these a day. So but right now I'm feeling quite dry, dehydrated. I will say, like I said before, I haven't really drunk much water today, so it's probably why. Plus with feeling under the weather doesn't help either. Where we at? So I'm at 23 minutes. It seems like an hour, maybe an hour, but it seemed like, you know, at least 15 minutes have gone by since I last looked at my watch, and it's been 5 minutes. So, and this hanging on thing is not a good sign. I think I'm walking at quite a good pace though still, but my head's all sort of woo, like that. So oh, yeah. You can't say I'm not trying. It's probably not a good thing to do this when I'm ill. You know, maybe it could make me worse. I'm just hoping it's like just a passing thing and not one of these things that's going to knock me out for a while. Oh dear. Oh. Came across this YouTube channel that I used to watch and I forgot all about them. And then I came across them again a couple of years back, and then I forgot all about them again. It's these, I can't remember what they're called. I can't remember what the channel's called, but they do, there's like 4 guys, and they're basically body language experts, but they've got the expertise in their own fields as well. And they look at certain things like, for example, they'll look at the Amber Heard Johnny Depp thing and analysing stuff there, and then things like the Prince, what's that pedo's name? Prince Andrew, him looking at his interview and analysing it and talking about stuff. And it's really interesting to see how people, like the human body and well, people's mannerisms, you don't realise it when you're doing it, but these guys can pick up on it and give reasons why they're doing that in certain circumstances. It's pretty interesting stuff. I watched the one last night, a fella called Jimmy Savile, who was a very well respected entertainer, national treasure, did all these charities, raised the most amount of money for children's charities of anybody, as far as I'm aware. But it turned out that he was basically masking all of that. That was all of a mask, because basically he was abusing children. He would have access to children that were ill or incapacitated. So he was using his, oh, I'm a Mr. Good Guy, I'm doing all this charity work and visiting sick kids and being the entertainer, haha. But he actually turned out to be a really nasty person. And it only came out, I mean, turns out the BBC were covering it up to a certain extent, but it only came out after he died, so he never actually faced anything for what he did. But yeah, they were watching a specific interview with him, and it was interesting for these people to analyse his behaviours and mannerisms and patterns and stuff like that. It's quite interesting. I watched that one last night, but I've watched ones in the past with the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing, and I believe I've watched the Prince Andrew one, but if not, I can always find it. Man, I'm really struggling. Really struggling. So the thing is, if I go past, so I'm at 33 minutes in the stream, but I'm at 28 minutes walking. If I decide to go past the 30 minutes, I have to go to the hour. Mentally, I can't stop at 40 minutes. It doesn't work like that. I either stop at 30 minutes or I'm stopping at 60 minutes. So I need to quickly figure out what I'm going to do. I'm starting to feel like a little bit sick in my stomach. I don't know if that's just hunger or it's like one of those feelings like when you're ill, you don't really know if you're hungry or you feel sick. I don't think it's that. I think I just feel hungry. So I'm going at a pretty decent pace. Kind of. Or maybe not actually. Which is understandable. I'm a little bit behind on my steps for 30 minutes anyway. But that's understandable. Just because I'm not well. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop. Nobody here anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to stop talking for a minute or 2 or 5 and use that energy for talking to try and keep my breathing going, because talking is obviously exerting energy as well, and it's making me out of breath. So also that feeling I've got is hunger mixed with a bit of sickness. But see, when I feel sick, I don't feel like I'm gonna throw up sick. It's just throat a bit congested and my head's a bit woozy, let's just say. Woozy. So I am past 30 minutes, which means I will be going for the hour. So I'm going to take a few minutes to just taking my breath, okay? If anybody comes in, I'll say hello, obviously, but I very much doubt anybody's going to come in, so hopefully they do. Anyway, I'm going to shut up and just concentrate for a sec, catch my breath.
We have no self-respect. And you might be thinking I'm talking about guys watching women who are perhaps doing their thing, doing the nasty and all this kind of stuff. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that men will sit there day after day just to watch a beautiful woman eat food. And so I'm not knocking the women who do it. In fact, why wouldn't they? If you could pay me thousands of dollars just to eat burgers, fries, McDonald's, and so on, and smile a little bit, then why not? And so, case in point, Gal's food. And so once a week she goes and eats a lot, and people are up in arms. Oh my goodness, there's no way she could be eating all this food. She must have an ED. How could she possibly do this? And I'm thinking, once a week she eats a lot of food, and she probably eats less the rest of the week, or maybe she does some cardio, and she works it out. Or the alternative is, yeah, she goes and visits the washroom to do number 3. It's all possible, but I don't really care. And so let's dive into this. Let's examine why is this so popular. Just a gal who eats lots of food and posts it for the world. I'm just as confused as you are. And so she gets it. She's poking fun at herself. She's thinking, I'm just eating a lot of food and y'all are watching it. Imagine how stupid all of you are. Why are you watching me? I mean, of course you think you're going. If no one cared to watch, you wouldn't keep doing it. But since people are flocking to her channel to watch her eat a lot, then of course you're going to just keep eating a lot. Case in point, Coach Ray, I explain a lot of things. I have a weird voice. I watch my videos. So, of course, I'm going to keep making them. Now, I do believe that in my videos, I offer a lot of education. I explain how to lose weight, keep it off, how to build muscle. I offer a lot of benefits. But if I just started eating a lot of food and just say, hey, watch how much food I'm eating, would y'all be watching it? Well, maybe, I don't know. Welcome back to Gal versus and today is my 1 year.
So watching Coach Greg Doucette's latest video.
How much makeup I put on, look at my beautiful white teeth and my hefty smile. And I'm in shape and I'm excited, I have a lot of energy, and wow! Sounds about like what Coach Greg does for me. I mean, great job. Enthusiastic, get a lot of energy, captivating, people want to watch you. If she got there and said, hey, today's challenge is a 24 donut challenge. I'm going to see me eat 24 donuts in 1 hour. And she had no makeup on, wasn't pretty. Do you really think anyone would fall? I don't think so.
Thank you for making eating my job, which I never thought would be the case. But because of you guys, I'm able to eat as my job. I am
sneeze, I think.
She's a professional eater. They have stomachs that are larger than average. They can fit more food than average. So
Oh, no, it's gone. Oh.
just think of it. The amount of food you can eat is on a bell curve. Some people can eat a lot, and some people don't go somewhere in the middle. It's shaped kind of like this. And so if you're several standard deviations to the right, you can eat a shit ton of food. Perhaps eat once every other day. You can just spit massive amounts of calories in your stomach, no problem. Case in point, Eric the Electric.
Oh, pardon me.
2,000 calories, 20,000 calories. These guys are eating, and to the opposite extent, you have to eat like you hardly eat anything. You have to eat perhaps 10 meals a day. They're eating tiny snacks all the time.
Let's get into today's video of eating 24 donuts.
I gotta wonder, at what point does this become unavoidable? I mean, probably the first 6 donuts, you gotta be like, oh, this tastes really good. I'm sure that she's not eating a lot before this. She's probably really hungry this time. Like fasting before the meal, I'm gonna be very hungry. But if you put this in perspective, there's 190 calories in a Krispy Kreme donut times 24. It's over 4,500 calories. And so that is likely double the amount of calories that she would need to eat in one day. And so let's assume she needs just over 2,000 calories a day to maintain her weight. She's going to be 2,000 calories in a surplus, and that would ultimately cause her to gain about a half a pound a week. But remember, she has 6 extra days to burn off all those calories. And so she's eating 2,000 calories extra and has 6 extra days to burn off those calories. But she eats 400 calories less than her maintenance for the rest of the week. She's going to be able to maintain her weight. And so it's not that difficult.
Number 17. I still cannot believe I'm sitting in my car eating 24 donuts by myself.
I have to be honest, yeah, I can't believe she's doing it as well. What happens when she eats it? Have you ever binge ate before? I've certainly eaten a heck of a lot more food than this in once a week. And one thing that you're going to have to do eventually is you're going to have to poop. And so if you're sitting in a car eating 24 donuts, as that food begins to go down, as it begins to push, it's pushing everything out. And there's nothing worse than having to poop so bad and not having a washer inside.
This point is for you. I am literally in a sugar coma right now, but I will take this last bite for you. Here we go, baby. Donut number 20. Remember.
Honestly, I don't understand how anyone would doubt that she's actually eating this because there's no way she's actually eating all the food that she's eating. I 100% believe that she ate those 20 donuts. And the fact that she didn't finish the challenge, that she stopped at 20 rather than 24, tells me she ate as much as she could while feeling comfortable. Yeah, she could have had the other 4 donuts. When I did the 10,000 calorie challenge in Nashville, Tennessee, I was miserable. Even while eating her last bite, it still appeared that she had more to take. For me, it was a nightmare. I hated it. I can't imagine having to do that. And so she's eating until she's relatively full. She said, I could have ate a burger, but it's just eating the same thing, 20 donuts in a row of the same flavor fatigue. It's not comfortable. And so is it in fact possible that she's going to
Man.
the bathroom to honor what she has just eaten?
Oh, I'm struggling.
I can't comment.
I feel a bit better since I've stopped talking, though.
For speed eaters, for competitive eaters, that is part of the
As in, like, my chest.
It would be like saying, hey, if you're a professional bodybuilder, are you 100% natural? It's probably part of the process, the point-by-point process of baking Bibi Babka's Bounty Buddy Butt.
Point-by-point process of baking Bibi Babka's Bounty Buddy Butt.
They're really Babka Bibi Babka Buddy. Remember they were baking the Bibi Babkas and the song, when you rolling out the dough, just make sure you roll it slow. And if you make the dough too quick, it is bound to make you sick. When you pour the filling in, just make sure you wear a grin. When you smile on what you make, a Bibi Babka turn as well. Anyway, perhaps we can challenge her to eat 24 Bibi Babkas in an hour. And so people are thinking she's spitting it out. Listen, I've covered a speed eater, a woman in the past, and we did in fact press pause, and you could see she was spitting out. She had a garbage bin on the side. She literally spit the food into it, and they had so many edits that they were able to edit out. But they made one mistake, got them caught, and so she was a big speed eater, baking, eating all this food. And so what exactly is it that men find so attractive about a very sexy woman eating so much food? Perhaps it's the sauce dripping out of the mouth. She's biting into that hot chicken sandwich type of thing, and there's some sauce, some of that white coming out of the mouth. Perhaps that is appealing to most men. Saucy, drippy, fluidy things. Perhaps the mouth is sensuous for most men. You're imagining food in there, enriching, other things going in there. I don't know. I don't get it. It doesn't turn me on. Nothing hot about watching a woman eat a lot of food. I mean, what does seem appealing to me is that she's very passionate about this. She does, in fact, enjoy this. When you see somebody very passionate, enjoying, really loving what they're doing,
Oh, man.
that is a turn on. And so perhaps the fact that she loves what she's doing, that she's really into
I know all I'm saying is, oh, man.
it could be
But, oh, man.
Legos, it could be painting a picture, perhaps playing an instrument, dancing, anything that you do that you really enjoy, that you're passionate about. Perhaps that is what is attracting so many men to her channel. All right, so let me know what you think. Do you think she eats all the food? Do you believe it? Can you understand how it's not that confusing? Out of the billions of people on this planet, do you not think that some of them can eat 20 donuts in 30 minutes? Is it really all that impressive? I could absolutely do that with these 20 donuts in 30 minutes. Will Tennyson probably do 30. I mean, it's a lot of food, sure, but it's not so much food that, oh my gosh, she's lying about it. She couldn't have done it. Krispy Kreme donuts are very easy to eat. I don't know if you've tried them before. Very easy. I can probably eat 5 in a minute. It's not that complicated. And if you've eaten all that food, perhaps you want some GO2 max. This is going to help you have more endurance. You go do cardio, perhaps burn off those calories. Because after all, let's consider that if she was a bike rider or a marathon, you burn off a shit ton of calories.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to get there. I'm going to feel flipping good when I get there. What's going to give up? I'm going to get to the hour.
We got a good one. Got a guy, Goal Guys, in fact, very popular YouTube channel. And his goal is to lose 10 pounds of fat in 50 days. And so in order to do that, I did the math. He has to do is 10 pounds, 10 times 3,500 calories per pound. Means he has to burn off 35,000 calories to lose 10 pounds in 50 days. Divide that by 50 days, and it equals to a 700 calorie deficit on each and every day. And so, do I think this is realistic? Yes, I do. And so losing 10 pounds of fat, remember, is fat, not just water weight, in 50 days, it is in fact difficult, but I do believe many people can do it. I would suggest the slower you lose the weight, the better. But 10 pounds in 50 days, certainly realistic to have a 700 calorie deficit per day.
172. And I genuinely do not understand how I put on so much weight.
And so looking at his feet, he doesn't appear to have all that much body fat. 172 pounds, but notice he has a belly. And what I really notice that stands out is he has that double chin. He has a significant amount of fat under his chin. And so to me, this guy definitely looks obese. Not morbid obese, not, oh my god, he's so crazy, so fat. And based on his BMI, he may not actually be obese based on BMI. But what matters more, your height to weight ratio or how much fat you have on his body. So this to me, kind of an example of what...
Should have brought some tissue in as well. Got a runny nose.
Large, but he is in fact overweight. And so I would estimate his body fat likely over 30% body fat. I think there's no way that much. But
18 minutes
he has a significant
left.
body fat, I would say over 30% body fat.
And this video I'm watching is 19 minutes long. So it's been playing for about 2 minutes. So as soon as this video is done, I know I'll be right near the end.
Relatively healthy, and I exercise 2 to 3 times a week. It's not nearly enough. Remember, if you're eating all healthy food, but you're in a surplus, you're going to and so what do I mean?
Next time I need to get something to hold these. 'Cause I don't like this rubbing on my arms.
If you're eating too much of that and you're in a surplus, you're going to be in pain. It doesn't matter. The rock knows it doesn't matter. Whether the food comes from licorice or chicken breast, if you're in a surplus, you're going to gain weight. Next, 2 to 3 times a week. That is not a lot of exercise. Think there are 7 days in a week times 24 hours, and you can only
Oops, let one rip again.
times the exercise in any given week. It's not a lot. I've
It's leaking out of me. I'm gassy. Probably those potatoes with the ham and leek and chicken baked that I had.
And that is a typical day for me. A slow day for me, I'm training about for an hour. On a hard day, sometimes 2 or even 3 hours. So is it no wonder why I'm lean? And so the more time you dedicate to this, the more you care about and are proactive in it, the easier it's going to be to lose weight.
I'm aiming for a daily calorie goal of just 1,900 calories. And as crazy as it is to say, I actually think my current diet is pretty healthy.
And so nothing wrong with that. He's going to eat 1,900 calories a day. And so that means all he has to do is expend 2,600 calories a day, which should not be all that difficult. And he'll be in a net deficit of 700 calories. That will result in him losing 10 pounds of fat within the 50 days.
Even on day one, it's pretty tough.
And the first thing he does wrong is he starts out workout 1 too hard.
That looks vicious. Like bar that I'm like trying to beat each time we do an interval. I think plays really great.
He's saying how difficult he is. He's dying. It looks like he's training harder than last time doing the intervals. Is that really how you should start an exercise program? I don't think so. So to cardio. Easy, steady state cardio. Not grandma Josephine going for a walk with grandma cardio, but but something that's at a comfortable pace. If you're so exhausted that you're sitting down and you hardly stand up, you went too hard. There's something known as progressive overload. When you first begin an exercise program, you go easy. Over the course of weeks, months, and or years, you can slowly increase the time or the intensity. You don't start off on day one with some lofty goal. I'm going to do 2,000 skips. If you're not used to skipping, do you know how sore you're going to be? You wake up the next day feeling like you got ran over by a truck. You get demotivated.
Oh man.
You don't even train.
Oh man.
Take your time. You could have literally gone for a 30-minute walk. Would that have been difficult? I know. For the next 50 days, I'm going to go for a 30-minute walk every single day. That's all he would have had to do to achieve his goal. He doesn't have to go all out, skipping rope, going crazy intense, and doing harder than last time workouts. Go easy. And so seeing as it's New Year's resolution time, please, this year, please, I beg you, don't go too hard on day one.
Come on, legs.
On day one.
Can I put the speed up a little bit because I feel like I'm walking too quick with the treadmill. So I need to put the speed up slightly. There we go. That's better. So I feel like I'm pushing the treadmill. I feel like I'm out of rhythm, but now I put up a bit, so I'm now more in rhythm with the speed of the treadmill. Maybe one more actually. There we go.
I head over to get my day one body scan. This is going to show me how much of what I lose during this challenge is actually body fat. I just got my DEXA scan numbers back. It came in as 36% body fat. 36!
And so the first thing I want to comment on the DEXA scan is it's a guess. It's an educated guess, but it's easily off by up to 15%. The MRI is in fact the only golden standard for body fat testing. Everything else, it's a guess, it's off. And so it might be 36% body fat, it might be 30% body fat, it might be 40% body fat. It's a guess. But the bottom line is he needs to lose fat. He's not in shape, he's not healthy, and he certainly will be a lot better if he drops 10 pounds of fat. And so what may shock you is that his lean body mass is approaching 110 pounds. And if you were to have, for example, an ideal body fat percentage for men, roughly 15%, he would literally be weighing close to 125 pounds, 130 max. And so you're thinking, oh my God, there's no way that's healthy, 130 pounds. It actually is. And so most people, most men, they assume if you're not 200 pounds, you're not a real man. Most men at 200 pounds are either overweight or on steroids or very tall. So if you're of an average height, you don't have a lot of muscle, 130 pounds, perfectly healthy.
I'm going to try to tackle my workouts first thing each morning. And to make sure I'm pushing myself, I'm setting the goal of passing 2,000 jumps in a single workout.
There it is. Day one, a lot of goal, 2,000 skips against 1,600 have to call it. Why are we setting ourselves up for failure? Why are we doing so hard? Take your time. Skipping rope is very difficult. Don't have lofty goals. You shouldn't be thinking, oh my God, I can't do this. It's so hard getting sore. Please be careful. Go easy.
I'm out here fighting for my life everywhere. I'm trying to beat this stupid white bar.
Should every workout be fighting for your life? In comparison, imagine Coach Greg saying, wow, this was fun. I can't wait to do it again. Yeah, it should be. I'm fighting for my life. We're progressive overload.
Oh boy.
It started.
See, I said oh boy this time, not oh man.
And what else can you have done? A 15-minute walk. 500 skips and a 15-minute walk. If you're not sore, maybe number 2 is 550 skips, 500, 600. And slowly over the course of days, weeks, months, whatever, you work your way to 2,000, 3,000, etc. And consider this. When you first start skipping, your form is not very good. It's difficult to get those skips in. But as you begin to skip better, each skip is significantly easier. And so somebody could do, in fact, 1,000 skips and burn more calories than somebody who does 2,000 skips. Why? Because you're jumping higher after you skip. It's taking longer. You're putting in more effort. And so you can't just judge a workout by how many skips you did. There are better metrics to consider than that.
This box says 140 calories per cup. Here I am thinking this bowl is 140 calories when it's actually 3 times that much. Let alone the milk. I haven't even accounted for the milk.
Please, this is why I tell people when you first start dieting, track all the calories that you're eating. You have no idea about portion sizes, how many calories are in the foods that you're eating. And so he poured himself a bowl of cereal. He thought it was only 140 calories, but once he measured it by weighing it, never grams or accurate than cups, it was 3 times heavier and so 3 times more calories. only 420 calories. When you soon realize that it's 420 times, you might have been consuming over 1,200 calories each and every morning, and thinking you were on a weight loss diet and you only 400 calories. And so when people say, oh, I was on a diet and I couldn't lose weight, calories in, calories out, does it work? Does it not actually work, or do you not actually know how to track your calories? I'm pretty sure in this universe, it's calories in, calories out. And so if you're not losing weight, you can either eat less, as in fewer calories, or burn more than all.
All of this has been pretty
Upgrade your ExpressVPN account. No. That's a notification telling me to upgrade my ExpressVPN account.
that same bad habit, whatever that bad habit was.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you do my freaking cookbook, all you're gonna have to do is freaking eat meals in the cookbook. It's automatically be a lower count. Whatever foods that you're eating right now, burgers, fries, lasagnas, wraps, wraps, ice cream, cakes, desserts, cheesecake, whatever, make the recipes in here, and they're gonna have approximately 50% of the calories of the meal that you're eating. And so you can eat the exact same thing. You don't change anything.
9 minutes.
All the same foods. You're going to be in a deficit because you're eating lower calorie foods. These are higher protein, you're going to build muscle, lots of fiber, which is going to be healthy. And so how can you not consider getting cookbook 3.0? Remember, I've sold close to 100,000, not 100 copies, close to 100,000 copies. Millions of people have been following my recipes. Millions of people have been losing weight. And so,
Oh, my throat.
and we have several different cookbooks to choose from, as well as you can get it in a PDF. Please head over to my website. If you don't understand exactly how to lose weight, consider getting my Circle Guide book on my website. How to lose weight, very simple. I was a school teacher. This you can read in 6 hours. You understand this material. You know almost more than anyone on YouTube. Please click the link in the description. Code Greg 10% off. Back to the video.
Bulking video. I feel like the bulking video happened, but the muscle video never happened. So you bulk without the muscle. That's what I thought happened.
And so I'm not aware of this. I just watched this for the first time now. She said, oh, remember when you did that bulking video? That's what happened. So how many times have I told people about the bulk? He's 36% body fat on the DEXA, 30% plus on my laser eyes. And so why would he bulk? If you're over 20% body fat, you've already bulked. Don't bulk. Oh, it's really bad. You already ate the calories. Stop bulking.
After a thorough roasting from my friends and family, I still don't have any clear idea.
I'll recognize this guy.
You never called Coach Greg. Coach Greg, I want to know why I'm 36% body fat and 100%. You're in a calorie surplus. Thank you, Bob. That's it. That's the only answer that matters. Nothing else explains anything. If you're eating more calories than you burn off, that's why you're obese. If you eat fewer calories or burn more than off, and you're in a deficit, you're going to lose weight. It's really that simple. Millions of people, if you could watch this video, it'd be so simple. I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to eat a deficit. That's all you have to do. Whether it's through exercise or eating fewer calories, that is the key to losing weight.
So in like 2 weeks since I haven't had any break from my diet, and I am craving some snacks.
And so he's craving some snacks. You know, he can pick up a box of Seco protein bars for harder than last time. Code Greg 10% off. You know how filling this is, how much protein is, how much it's going to keep you from overeating. And you can see him pick up the popcorn. Notice it wasn't Smart Pop popcorn. It's going to have way more fat and calories. And you see he's grabbing a massive dark chocolate bar. Oh, dark chocolate is better. Dark chocolate has the same calories as regular chocolate. It's calories in, calories out. So just because it's healthier doesn't mean it's going to help you lose weight. What's next? You're going to grab a bunch of nuts or almond butter? Oh, it's healthy fat. Yeah, but it's healthy, a lot of calories. And so if you're in surplus, you're not losing weight. Lose your weight, people. And I see you grab a bottle of wine. Are we serious right now?
Snacks are pretty much the only staple of my old diet that I haven't tracked yet. 3 squares of dark chocolate, half a bag of popcorn, and 1 glass of water.
Did he seriously just say that he's drinking a glass of wine, a bag of popcorn, and chocolate every day, not tracking those calories? On a 1900 calorie diet, you're drinking a glass of wine every day, and dark chocolate, and fatty popcorn? Please choose a smart one. At least have the Seco bar. If you're drinking wine, I mean, the calories are adding up. I know you have to have balance. It's not that you can't have wine, it's not healthy. And remember, they used to say 1 glass of wine was okay, but did you know that the World Health Organization, WHO, has recently said that, hey, it's a level 1 carcinogenic, that means it's bad for you, it can cause cancer and other problems. Level 1, in comparison, that's way down on I thought masturbating or you're consuming alcohol, then you're being a little hypocritical now, aren't you? So you're really trying to tell me right now that he wasn't tracking the 660 calories of snacks? Oh, I don't count the calories of snacks. I eat a 1,900 calorie diet. I'm not going to count the alcohol. Yeah, I drink 1 pint a day. I'm on a 1,900 calorie diet. I don't count the foods I consume with it. Yeah, so that bottle of wine, it doesn't count. That glass of pop, yeah, I don't count that. That Starbucks latte, no, I'm not counting. Really?
660 calories. I thought I was going to be closer to 300.
How could you not have like, is this bullshit? We're 7 minutes and 20 seconds video. You really didn't track it. I mean, you weighed the cereal. It was 3 times more calories than I thought. You didn't think to weigh the wine? So let me look up wine. I'm drinking wine. Let me type this in. I pin this down. Let me listen. Well, 5 ounces of wine. This guy has this many calories. How did you not look?
3.5 minutes.
Look on the back.
Come on.
Oh, let's weigh how much popcorn I'm eating. How did you not look
Come
how
on.
many calories were in 3 squares of dark chocolate? How could you not?
I want to get through this as fast as I can. So, right out the gate, I'm going all out.
It's called pacing yourself. Like in grade primary, when I taught physical education, I taught people how to pace themselves to go through longer bouts of cardio. I said, the one thing you don't do is go all out at the start. Don't go all out when you start your exercise. Pace yourself. Save it for the end. If you have energy at the end, by all means, burn.
Just like a tweak in my calf. We all good. 450 calories. 34 minutes.
Rather than doing hit cardio where you skip all out for 20 seconds and then you sit down and you skip all out again, go steady state. Take your time. It'll be better than skipping and going for a fast walk or perhaps going for a slow jog. Something you can continuously do for the long run. If you're going for 35 minutes and you're sitting on your ass and you're exhausted, you have to burn off 660 calories, you're going too hard. You're not going to recover. You're going to overtrain. It's going to be hard to build muscle.
Been out for the last minute or two.
Basketball. There you have it. You switch sports to something more innocent. You're doing the ball, you're running around, you're shooting hoops, you're having fun. And so why not choose a form of cardio that you actually enjoy? Does it look like you love skipping? I certainly don't see a man who loves skipping. I see a man that perhaps can do it for 50 days for a challenge for YouTube. But you really think he's going to be skipping every day for the rest of his life? I don't think so.
Over the last 50 days, I lost 9.3 pounds of body fat, but I also gained 1.8 pounds of muscle, bringing my total body fat down from 36.5% to 32.4%.
And what's crazy is that now I'm shocked at this. At the end of this film, you see his face, he's delighted. I thought he was going to say, I lost 15 pounds of fat. I thought he lost more than he expected. He lost 9.3 pounds of fat. So he didn't even reach his goal. He went from 36% body fat to 32% body fat. So he still has a number of pounds to lose. But he's excited, and so I'm excited for him. So long as he's able to continue on this journey, remember, the slower you lose weight, the better. I never said he had to lose 10 pounds in 50 days. He did. I tell people the slower you lose weight, the better. To me, 1 pound a week, fantastic. 50 days, about 7 weeks, 7 pounds.
ExpressVPN really wants me to
You lost 9 pounds.
renew my
His goal is to lose 1 pound.
subscription.
7 pounds. You found out you lost 9. Wow, better than expected. And so to me, it's not better than lofty. Shoot the stars and you reach the moon, you'll be happy anyway. No, shoot for the moon and reach the moon. If you have to go to the stars after, by all means, that's great. That is my attitude. And so please, set realistic goals. Start easy. Go and do the exercises that you enjoy, that you will continue doing for the rest of your life. Now, if your goal is to lose weight, my number one supplement above anything is CO2 Max, the main ingredient NMN showing you double-blind placebo control. It's going to make a dramatic improvement in the cardiovascular durability, calories, and so if you're
15 seconds.
lifting weights, trying to recover, please give CO2 Max a try. And remember, in these studies, it worked in both count videos, people that aren't even exercising, and elite athlete. And so it worked for everyone. Interested in this? Code Greg, 10% off. Click the link in the description. Subscribe, click the bell button. Like this video if you liked it. Please add a comment. Also,
Oh man. Oh. Okay. Oh man. No. I'll get some water here. Right. Just catching my breath. Right, send that. Alright. Oh, what happened to the... Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay. 450 zone minutes this week. AKA, I think that's zone 2 minutes. 450. And I think the recommended or the average or whatever is 150 per week. So, it's 3.5 times more than normal. How do I look at... I can't really see this. I've got rid of the thing, but there's today's stats. Basically, all of that is from... I don't know how to get up. I accidentally closed the after report or post workout screen. Disappeared. I don't know how to get it back up again. Let me have a look. Oh no. No. End. No. Done. I accidentally started a new timer. I can't find it, but that's basically today's there. Most of that is, well, 6,000 steps of that, just over 6,000 steps of that is the treadmill. And just to show what day it is, I should probably show us at the start. 19th of January, Friday. It is now 16:53, which is 4:53 p.m. I'm not very well, but it just goes to show what a little bit of determination can do. Also, at the 30-minute mark, I can normally judge my pace. See, I've got it on the screen here. 3 miles. Just over 3 miles, 9 incline, 1 hour exactly according to this. But I don't go by the treadmill. I go by the watch because it can. I mean, it can. The treadmill can grab your heart rate. It's got the metal things on it. Obviously, this gives a better number. I think. Obviously, I always say I don't go by it exactly, but it's for me is a better indicator. It's something that I've tracked for a long time on my watch. So yeah, but it just goes to show. A little bit of determination. I just hope that isn't going to make me worse. Hopefully, maybe it'll make me feel a bit better. But yeah, what I was saying was normally I can judge kind of my pace or what if I'm on pace, what I would call on pace for me, which is around 6,000 steps, give or take maybe 100 either way at the hour. So when I got to 30 minutes earlier on, when I checked it at 30 minutes, I was under 3,000 steps. So I was like 2,800 something. So that's why I sped it up a bit, gradually sped it up, and I caught up, and I went over to just over 6,000 steps. I can actually, I was gonna say I can look at it on my phone. Look, sorry, that's the phone case. I take the phone case off because see this knobbly thing on the back. If I try, it doesn't fit properly if I put my phone on the stand with the case on. So I got to take the case off. So I was like, oh, I'll just check my phone. No, my phone is what I'm streaming on. But yeah, that's that. I was just actually thinking there as I was doing this. I mentioned it the other day, but possibly I'm thinking about starting a gang. No, starting a Twitch channel dedicated to weight loss. So then I keep the cardio and stuff. I might do it on Twitch. So if I do, I will mention that. There's nobody watching anyway, so if anybody does watch this after the fact, I say this every day, but I do have an Instagram, so you want to follow me on that. I think there's a link in the description of this video. If it isn't there, then if you go on my YouTube page, it will be there, linked at the top right. But I'm pretty sure it's linked in the description of the video. Yeah, what I'm going to do as well, so this light here, I want it further back. So what I'm going to try and do, yeah, I cannot get this thing off. It is stuck solid. There's no way I'm pulling that off. I want it back here. I want it back here. No, I should have thought about it. I'm stupid. I should have took my time. Maybe I can grab something like a spanner, not spanner, a screwdriver and pry it off. But yeah, I want it further back. Ooh. Yeah, basically I just wanted the lighting. Oh, I got the farts, man. I'm sorry, but yeah, pretty good little lights. You hold it in, and it changes like the temperature of the light. So you got like an orange light now, less intrusive on the eyes, and you got the bright light. Boop. I mean, maybe it might have been better like here as well. Maybe that. I don't know. Anyway, that's that. I might try and pry this thing off. It's literally just a little black. I wish I could. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go and grab something and try it. So I couldn't find anything except from a really small screwdriver and a thing to use to scrape your freezer out with. I'm gonna try and get it off because I've already got the other sticky thing back here where I want it to go. Oh, there's no way that's not gonna work. This probably gonna leave a mark on my ceiling as well. Oh, there we go. I've literally just pulled the paint off. Whoops. I've pulled the paint off. As you can see, there's the paint stuck to the sticky thing. Yeah, that's not good. Anyway, that's the thing anyway. And then the light goes on it, but as you can see, it can only go. I wish it was like that, but it's not. So, yeah, I've just put this. I don't know if I can show this. Hold on, can I? Right, this thing here. There's this back here is the other sticky thing, but this is what I've just pulled. This here is what I've just pulled off accidentally. Yeah. So that's not good. I'm trying to get this other. Okay, so if I can take this sticky thing off. Okay, that came off pretty well. So now, if I put this one. Oh, right. So if I do this. Come on. Oh. Right, there's that. And then there's all paint on my treadmill now. And if I just do that and stick it up there, stick it up here, yeah, stick it up here. Limp Biscuit, anyone? Alright, that's that. And then, now, it's further back. So then, if I turn this on, I can now put it further back. There we go. I think that's much better than it was. Although it is casting a shadow on me. Maybe if I turn... Let's see, I can't... See this one... We'll put this one like that. Yeah, it's probably better like that. See the difference it makes. Also, I've got this lamp. I've still got this lamp in the corner. But this is going to be moved because this is from my living room. But yeah, you can tell the difference if I turn these lights off from what it was before. See? I'll put this one on. Through. Oh, there you go. Oh, I got my eyes. So if I put that one on and then put this one on, there we go, perfect. See, now it's lit up. That's pretty good. I like those. Oh, man, this top. What I might do with this top is I might get something to put these together like that, or I might just cut them off. See what my arms are looking like. See, my arms are, I mean, it's not really much, you can't really see much definition, but yeah. Oh man, anyway, I'm going to go. If anybody does watch this after the fact, feel free to subscribe and whatever. If I do make a Twitch channel, I'll announce it on a video. And then what I'll do is I'll make the Twitch channel beforehand. See, I already have a Twitch channel which I stream games on from time to time, but I didn't really want to mix the two together. I've said this before. I didn't really want to mix the two together because I feel like when I'm playing games and stuff, I'm not a different person, but I'm a gamer at that point. You know what I mean? And I just feel like I don't know if it'd be weird, like mixing like on the same channel gaming and fitness. Or weight loss. But yeah, okay, this lighting's actually much better than before. Okay, although I do now have a large patch of paint missing. Also excuse the hairy armpit and the stretch marks. I've got so many like stretch marks from like gaining weight over the years and then losing weight, but I'm not afraid of that, and I think I would much rather have stretch marks and flabby, loose skin than be 400 plus pounds and on the one-way ticket to death, you know. So bring on the loose skin and the. Because that's what I'll talk about this probably in a video, but it's one of the things I was kind of worried about is I think, oh, I'm gonna have all the loose skin, it's gonna look horrible, and all the stretch marks and stuff. But at the end of the day, what? So you'd rather look 430 plus pounds and be extremely unfit, or would you rather have some loose skin? Now I've already noticed, so on my belly it's pretty embarrassing, I don't really like it, but so my lower down is probably gravity. With the weight that I've lost, I've almost got like a pouch at the bottom of my belly that's just fat, but it's all wobbly and floppy. So I'm assuming once I lose more weight, there's gonna be a lot of loose skin there. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I've come to the realization now that at the end of the day, I've done this to myself, regardless of whether I've been mentally unwell, which I have been, and I'm not exactly mentally well now, much better than I was, but I still suffer anxiety. I still have issues. Anxiety is still a big thing, but I've grown much, and I've got better with that. For example, like I said, like before, just over a year ago now, before I started all this, I couldn't even leave the house. I couldn't get out. So and that was due to being anxious, anxiety disorder, and also being extremely overweight. Just not physically being able to do it, and then also then you get people thinking, oh, people are watching you, people are looking at you. Remember, I had to go to the doctor. It was that time I mentioned actually with when I got my bloods test in October, September, October that time, and I had to walk to the doctors, and I was so embarrassed. I was very embarrassed. I managed to walk to the end of my street, which is what, 20 seconds, and I had to stop. My back hurt. I was out of breath. My chest was hurting. And my doctor's is literally, if I look at my window right now, and there's like houses just there. So you got the car park, then you got houses. Just beyond those houses and trees is the doctor's surgery. It's just there. So it was very embarrassing, and I think that played into the anxiety as well. So it was like a vicious. It was all being overweight, not being physically able to do it, but then also being anxious about leaving the house, and then what people look at you, and especially around here. I grew up here. I moved back here in 2020, actually July, but I lived here as a kid, and you see people and you're like, oh, I bet they wonder what they think. Oh, look at him now, look at the state of him, things like that. So it plays in your mind. So it was kind of like it was like a double-edged sword, whatever you want to call it. It was a vicious circle where I had the anxiety, not just because I've had anxiety for a long time, way before all this, but it's got worse. And then obviously with the weight gain, the unhealthiness, my physical appearance, it all sort of complemented each other in the wrong way, if you know what I mean. It complemented each other, but I don't mean that as a good thing, obviously. So anyway, there's nobody here, so I don't know what I'm rambling on for. If you're watching this as a video afterwards, feel free to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to try to be more active on there. I don't know whether I'll be doing a live stream tomorrow. I've live streamed for the past 4 days. We've done Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and today. I'm at 5 days cardio in a row, which is unusual. Normally I've had like a break in between. I've lifted weights twice this week, which is more than enough. Up next time I'll probably lift weights, depending on how I feel, would probably be either tomorrow or Sunday. And I do want to start incorporating the weights as well, not just me just walk on the treadmill. But yeah, I genuinely think I'm going to create a Twitch channel and stream on there with fitness stuff, and then leave the YouTube stuff to sort of like maybe some highlights. I don't know. I feel like I think I'm overthinking it, and I think for the time being, just create the Twitch channel and do what I'm doing here but like try and make a schedule. So like I said before, Wednesday 2 p.m. GMT I'm going to be doing some cardio, and then maybe Friday 2 p.m. GMT I'm doing weights and cardio or whatever it may be. But I haven't thought about it yet, but I don't think I need to think about it too much. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to go. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.